Hey everyone, it's Ryder from Skip. I hope you're doing well. It's Wednesday, June 30th. Quick video today on two alternatives to EIDL loans and grants. Most of you are still waiting for EIDL loan increases, or your targeted or supplemental EIDL grants. There are other options out there. I want to talk about two options in today's video, funding up to $500,000. Yes, the interest rates are higher, but I just want to put these out there for your consideration because many of you need funding in the next few weeks or few months, and you may not want to wait for EIDL approval. Thanks as always for tuning in and subscribing. It really means so much to us and our entire team. Hit the like button so others see this video, and be sure to watch until the end. I have a special request at the end of this video. Here's our poll. 6 days ago we asked, are you still waiting for your EIDL loan increase to be approved? Many of you have seen this already. 4,500 votes. 85% of you are still waiting. Now we're going to put up a poll tomorrow that asks this question: have you even been contacted by a loan officer? Because as far as I know, most of you have not even been contacted by a loan officer. You call in and there's two main holdups. Number one, the SBA may not have your tax transcript, but stay tuned because our SBA contact said they are working on potentially changing that requirement and getting rid of the tax return requirement in favor of some other alternative methods. So basically they may be able to approve you with different methods instead of needing your tax transcript. Nothing's been decided yet, but this is some of the discussion. The second reason, of course, is not enough loan officers. So even if they have everything for you, a loan officer still needs to review. So most of you fall into that bucket, but there are some of you saying that you're being held up on the hazard insurance, right? What is the hazard insurance? SBA loan officers will often need certain provisions such as a board approval letter to say that you have authorization to accept this loan on behalf of your business and that your business is okay with it, and that you have liability insurance or hazard insurance depending on where you live. You know, traditionally the EIDL responded to flooding and wildfires. So they have this hazard insurance provision in there to make sure that you are covered in the event of some hazards. We're not an expert on that, but I know many of you in the comments have talked about some loan officers saying you can use alternative methods. It doesn't have to be hazard insurance. It could be general liability insurance. That's what some of you are saying in the comments. So keep dropping them in the comments where you're at. If you're being asked for certain information by loan officers, share it below. We'd love to hear. Or if you're just still waiting for a loan officer to get in touch with you, that's probably most of you. By the way, we gave everyone on our YouTube community a shout out on our LinkedIn page. If you want to learn more about our team and follow us on LinkedIn, feel free to. We're at Hello Skip on LinkedIn. This is how we look. So we'd love to see you there. If you want to follow us in another place, of course, many of you are already following us on Instagram at hello.skip and at Twitter at Skip Concierge. So LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, feel free to say hello to us there. And on Facebook, of course. Okay, I'll cut right to the chase. We just put this up on our blog and app. It's Hello Skip in the App Store. Private lending alternatives to EIDL loans and grants. We go over EIDL loans versus private loans. Of course, we all know the main reason, EIDL loans. One of the best loans you'll ever see, 3.75% interest over 30 years. But time is money for many of you, and you don't want to wait because you don't know, are you going to have to wait 2 more months? So for those of you who are tight on cash, or you just want to consider other private options and you're confident in the growth of your business, many of you are, there are lots of private options. We have many partners. Today, I just wanted to talk about 2 partners we have that you may want to at least look into to see if you're eligible. Again, you don't have to take funding to see if you're eligible. A lot of these things, it's good to know that you have a backup option, right? Just keep that in mind. So Funding Circle, you know, many of you applied with Funding Circle for a PPP loan. Now you can get private loans up to $500,000. Let me just quickly read the basics of this. It is a pretty quick turnaround. You can get funds in as little as 24 hours if you are approved. There are sometimes more requirements than SBA loans, so keep that in mind, but you can borrow anywhere from $25,000 to $500,000 with rates starting at 4.99%. So that's not a bad rate. The lending terms are 6 months to 60 months with no prepayment penalties. So half a year up to 5 years. Funding Circle is ideal for businesses that have been in business for at least 2 years, have a FICO score of 700 or more, and have a monthly revenue of $20,000 or more. So I venture to guess A lot of you may qualify based on those provisions. If you are interested, I'll leave the link right below, or you can go to helloskip.com/blog/funding circle, all one word. I'll leave the link right below, and you will go to the correct page on the Funding Circle website where they have this. Finally, through Fundbox, another partner, they focus on lines of credit. So you can get up to $150,000 business line of credit. It's another viable option. So it's handy when you don't need a full loan, but you want to draw on credit when you need it. Sometimes if you have lumpy revenue coming in, it helps to stabilize that. If you need to make payments to certain vendors, tap into a line of credit. Again, it's just an option. And you can even look at both here. So these two aren't mutually exclusive, and they're not mutually exclusive from an EIDL loan as well. So here's the info here. Fundbox offers business lines of credit up to $150,000. You can link your bank account for lightning fast transfers and repay your credit over 12 to 24 months with no prepayment penalty. If you think your business would benefit of having an existing line of credit as a rainy day fund, like I mentioned, Fundbox is a good choice. We have a link as well right below, or helloskip.com/blog/fundbox. There's also other SBA loan programs, especially for startups. I'll be covering those in an upcoming video. We've got lots more funding resources as always. And of course, you can get access to our twice weekly grants roundup, helloskip.com/membership. You'll get a free 2 weeks to see our grants, loans, funding support. Most importantly, stay tuned to us on YouTube and any other channels you want. Really appreciate your support as always. And thank you so much. Stay well, stay healthy, and I'll see you tomorrow.